Today we're going to be looking at the moon phase indicator of the Casio WS-1700. And we'll also compare it to the brand new Rangeman GPR-H1000, which can also show you the moon phase, okay? And first of all, I'd like to welcome all of the werewolves and werewolf hunters and lunatics and also corrections officers from the state hospital for the criminally insane, where a lot of lunatics live. You are all the individuals who really care about the moon phase, and so we will look at what Casio has to offer you gentlemen. And as you can see, this Casio WS-1700 looks really cool, right? And there's all of these little indicators. We have the main time indicator. And right here is the moon phase indicator, all right? Now, there are 4 segments of the moon. The dark part is the part you can see, okay? No. See, I had to look at the directions. The dark part is the part you cannot see, and the white part is the part you can see. Now, I'm a watcher of the moon, and today, which is February 24th, is a full moon day, okay? And the moonrise is going to be very soon. The moonrise in Odessa, Texas is set to be at 1900 hours, 7 p.m. And so none of these little segments should be illuminated because it's white, all right? It should be white. And just to give you a little bit of an idea about how the moon phase works, the moon goes through a cycle that's about one month. It is, to be more precise, it is 29.53 days cycle from new moon to new moon, okay? And so Casio counts the full moon as being in the middle of that cycle. So the full moon would occur on day 13 through 16, okay? So the 29.53 day cycle is divided up among the 4 segments of the indicator and the new moon, which would have 0 segments. So there's like five status symbols, all right? And so this whole paradigm that I told you about the black part being the part you can't see and the white part being the part you can see is when you are on the northern hemisphere looking south, okay? So if you are in Australia, this cycle will be the opposite, all right? So I know that we have some viewers of the Beater Watch vlog from Australia. Freddy Krueger, the man of most people's nightmares, he's checked in and from Australia, so he would be someone who would want to know that about that little display. But I don't know what's going on as to why this could be so far off. It's like totally out of phase from what the directions say. And on my channel, I read the directions so you don't have to, okay? So just look at this. It says moon phase indicator, part you cannot see, and it is pointing directly at the segment that is illuminated on the LCD, meaning it's dark, okay? Oh, and by the way, the light today is provided by the Lenleser W7R. It's this work light that I've been enjoying using. It's a pretty good light. So anyways, you have to get the correct information for the tide and the moon data on the Casio W1700. You have to enter in, on the adjustment, you have to enter in your UTC code, meaning what time zone you're in, your latitude and your longitude. And if you want correct data for the tide graph, you also have to enter in the difference, like the time difference from the full moon to the high tide, okay? And there's a word for that. It's called the lunitudinal interval. okay? And theoretically, high tide is at the moon's transit over the meridian, and low tide is about 6 hours later. Actual high tide occurs somewhat later due to factors such as viscosity, friction, and underwater topography. All right? So this is all about where you live. So if you're in Bar Harbor, Maine, right, that latitude or lunitidal, I have to look at it again for the correct pronunciation. Lunitidal interval may be different than, if you're in, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, right? Because I think that Bar Harbor, it's pretty shallow for a long ways. And so there's probably a lot of like friction on the water, I would assume, okay? But I'm sure that Bar Harbor's high tide is, a lot different than Boston or Key West, Florida, even though they're in the same time zone, okay? So to enter this information, what we're going to do is on the main time screen, hold down the adjust button, all right? And so this is the time which I've already set, so I'm going to advance to daylight savings being off. The hour is correct. The minute is correct. The year is incorrect. That may be why the information was incorrect on the lunar display. Okay, so we're going to advance the year to 2024, the current year, and now we're going to hit mode again, and it is February 24th. Do you see the numbers blinking? That's the date. All right. Next up, this LT is just how long you want the light to stay on. Okay. When you're on this part of the adjustment screen, when it says LT, when the seconds blink, when you press this button, it will just hack. It's like you're hacking the watch. You're getting it back to 0. When you press this top right button, see where it says LT? It has 1 dash. If you press it again, now there's 2 dashes. The light will stay on for 3 seconds. If there's 1 dash, the light will stay on for 1.5 seconds. All right, and since this isn't solar charged, you got to think about how often you want to replace a battery. So the first step to getting the correct time or the correct moon phase is to make sure you have the time set correctly, and then you press adjust again, and we have to get the correct UTC, which is Universal Time Code. So what time zone are you in? I am in the Central Time Zone of the United States, also known as the Chicago Time Zone, which is -6. All right, and now your longitude, okay? Now, I used my Rangeman, the GPR H1000, to acquire the latitude and longitude. And I'm inside now, so I don't think it will pick it up. But if you hold down the rev button, you will reveal the settings. You hit enter. No, sorry, you don't hit enter. You hit forward to go to time adjustment. And from there, you press enter and you select GPS and you hit enter. Right? And then it will acquire the satellite data and show you your latitude and longitude. All right, now I wrote it down on my Write in the Rain booklet with my Write in the Rain pen, which my brother gave me for Christmas. $90. You really smashed the pot on this one, but it's a terrific pen. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in purchasing it. However, as a pointer pen, I'm using the Zebra F701 because everything here is black. I really need some contrasting colors. So I believe that this setting is for Japan. All right, so let's adjust it. Let's go around the world, okay? Let's hold down the button to get it quicker. Get it there quicker. We'll just make the degrees be 102. I'm learning as I go along. This is the first time I've said it, and I really have to hurry up because the moon is about to rise. 102. Now let's say we accidentally went past it. You press this button and you'll go back. That's great. These brand new watches, well, the DWH-5600 does not have that feature. The Rangeman does, where you can go forward or reverse. The DWH-5600 doesn't have reverse. Next, we hit mode button. And where it says east, we're going to change that to west. The next coordinate is this is the lunitidal interval, which I am in the desert. I'm in Odessa, Texas. The only water out here is like playas that pop up after big rainstorms and they quickly disappear. Okay, even the Pecos River is pretty much dried up because in Carlsbad, New Mexico, they dammed it up. So I can't really. I'm just going to keep this information the same. And I guess that we don't need to enter the latitude because it hasn't asked for it. Maybe for the purpose of the full moon, it doesn't matter what your latitude is because it didn't ask for it. So there we go. Now look at the moon phase. None of the segments are illuminated because it's a full moon. All right. Now we're going to go outside and find the moon. But first, let's look at the GPR H1000. How would we tell the moon phase on this? Well, you have to get the GPS synced up so it knows your location. And then after that, it will do the rest. Bluetooth will do the same thing. Bluetooth will let the watch know your location. If you have the Bluetooth connected, I have not connected it yet. And you just scroll through what are called widgets by pressing forward or reverse from the main time screen. And you can see along the perimeter we have these notches. And the longer notch is the widget, so-called. And so we're going to advance through the widgets till we get to Almanac, and we'll press the Enter button. And now, there's the moon phase. Now this is a negative LCD display, so the white moon means full moon. That white circle. And we're at 14.8 days into the 29.58 day cycle of the moon. All right? And there's additional information here, the sunrise and sunset, as well as the current time. Okay? Now, here's something that's cool. What will the moon look like tomorrow? Well, you press this button to advance. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry. You press this button forward to advance through the calendar. So tomorrow's the 25th, and you see that it's a waning moon. See how there's a segment, some pixels already turned dark on the moon phase indicator. And you could see how the shadow is growing across the moon until we are at, when the moon is half illuminated, that you're a quarter of a way through the moon cycle. All right? And I think we went past my birthday. Let me go back to my birthday for a sec. This is when I turned 44 years old. Can you believe that? And then we're going to move forward, and it looks like it's a leap year. Yeah, it's a leap year. So my buddy Danny was born on a leap year. He turns like 5 or 6. Well, I guess he turns 10. Turns 10. It's his 10th birthday. Anyways, we're into March, and you can see how the next new moon will be on March 9th. And you see that the number for the days rolled over. And let me go back and show you. 28.8 days into the cycle. Move forward one day. On March 10th, the new moon had occurred. And bing, bang, boom. There you go. All right. So, the information presented in this video may not have been 100% accurate because the host is kind of dumb. If there's any corrections or updates, I'll make sure to add them in an upcoming video or in the comments or in the description, so make sure you read those things. All right, anyways, let's go outside and look at it. All right, there you go. There's the moon, right? It's behind clouds. It's wild. There's like not usually clouds here in West Texas, but there's all this aircraft like dropping these weird wispy clouds. Okay, there's a sunset in the west, and we're looking over here in the east, and there is the moonrise looking at the range band, you could see, yes, we are pointed east. Okay, we could see the face of this watch by the tally light, and that's one thing that I really like about the range band, is that the MIP display can use like very minimal light just to get enough to read the screen, even at very acute angles, because you're reading the screen right now from the tally light, and you could see that we're pointed east. And to confirm the accuracy, there is the moonrise. And I'm sorry that my camera is not focusing. Let me adjust the f-stop. We're at f8 for any photographers out there. This is a fixed lens camera, so there's not a whole lot we can get out of this thing, but look at that sunset. Let me dial the, oh, there we go. Get a little bit of focus. It looks really nice. Like I said, it's weird. These clouds are not normal. I don't know how else to describe them. Well, while we're out here, let's take a look at the WS-1700 and the illumination on this one. So here's reading the LCD screen from the tally light. Okay, I'm about to press the light button, so get ready. Boom. Look at that thing. It's like this amber color. I think it looks really nice. If any of you guys are interested in buying this watch, I'll leave a link below. Very difficult to come by. I think they're all sold out everywhere, you know, while I'm recording this, but hopefully they replenish stock and I will update the links. I highly recommend this watch. I've enjoyed it. It's, you know, an El Cheapo Casio. The LCD does look nice. And I was complaining in the unboxing and review about, you know, or primarily on the unboxing, I was complaining about the screen kind of fading at certain angles. That's only true with indoor light. Outside under the sun, it doesn't have those dim spots. So I think it has to do with phase cancellation from LED lights. But I'm really liking the way that this this amber LED looks. It looks really cool, especially with like the throwback aesthetic of this Casio WS-1700. And then of course the range man, if you're interested in this one, and I see how it has this auto illumination, I'll leave a link below if you're interested in this one. Buy it right from G-Shock. Alright gentlemen, remember, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through him. I'm Jim Kincaid. Thanks for watching.